Hello, beauties. So I'm sitting here like it is January 2nd. I'm 9 days away from having this baby. Yeah. And all I could do is sit here and think, like, Alicia, all you're doing is thinking about the business. All I could do is sit here and think about business. All I could do is sit here and think about elevating. What am I going to do different this year? How am I going to show up for myself? Like, that's all I could do, sit here and think about. But I am supposed to be sitting here making sure that I am resting and readying for baby to come out the belly. But I can't. I don't want to rest. I don't want to sit down. I want to plan. I want to create. I want to figure out what it is that I'm going to do different this time. Launching a new business. Launching a new business can be so scary, y'all. I'm not going to lie. The first time I launched the business was in 2019, 2020, sometime around COVID. And of course, I was younger. I was more excited. I was just jumping in, getting my feet wet. And I'm still excited about it. But I know that this time around, I have to come harder for myself. I have to show up for myself. I have to make sure that I'm ready to be resistant and powerful for myself. What am I doing? What did I do last time? What discouraged me? Why did I end the business? And how can I come harder, stronger for myself? And I'm excited. I decided that the longer, I know it's always good to plan, but the longer I prolong and put it off and the longer I'm planning, the longer it's taking for me to begin again. Because let's be honest, starting a business ain't for the weak. You want to be prepared. You want to be great. You want to be... Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I started the business from the garage this time. But you want it to be as close to perfect as possible. Then I sit here and I'm realizing that was my problem the last time. Trying to be perfect, trying to be everything and something else. And this time around, like, I'm not looking for perfect. I'm just not. I am not looking for perfect. Gonna make it look so like stars and roses when it's not always stars and roses. What discouraged me the last damn time? You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you what discouraged me the last time. It was sometimes like in the beginning, of course, and it's like this sometimes. When you're starting from scratch and you don't have the funds or you don't really have the support and you're just out of nowhere, you're going to start the business and you for sure that that's what you want to do. That is what I did. My little happy young self started my lingerie business and I just jumped out there excited, and I'm still excited. Nothing has changed. It's just that along the way I did get discouraged. Discouraged from having no orders or not having the support from family and friends or not being able to get funds, being on social, not wanting to really be on social media because I've never been really a social media. If I had a choice, social media would not be my way of marketing, my business, my way of getting myself out there. Like, I can be an introvert, y'all. I can really, really be an introvert. I'm a Libra. I like to lay in bed. I like to stay to myself, watch a good movie and eat some popcorn and drink some wine. That's me, okay? But I had to realize that, baby, only way you can do this and only way that this is going to be successful, I have to get in my head that social media is the new big thing. It is what it is. You have to be camera ready. You have to take the camera. You have to pull the camera out and press record. No matter where you at or what you're doing, whether you at the park, whether you're at a restaurant. I hope that plane isn't too loud. But whether, I'm right here in the garage and, it gets to looking shabby or whatever the case may be, I have to get used to being in front of the camera. It's time to be in front of the camera whether I like it or not. And then that's when I started posting more videos. And I can still be a little bit edgy about it. It takes me a long time because I guess for one, I like to look a certain way. You know, I want to be comfortable. I want to be beautiful. I want to be pretty sitting in front of the camera. And even like with me being a full term of 9 months pregnant right now, I was like, I'm going to do this. Either way it go, I have to be myself. If you don't come as nobody else, you have to come as yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that was another thing that I had to learn. Like, stop trying to talk proper. Stop trying to look a certain way in front of these people and be yourself. Pebbles, just be yourself. And that was actually one of my biggest problems, one of my biggest insecurities, the way I talk. And it really, really, really did get in my way. I'm like, okay, I'm older. I should be speaking a certain way, or I should be talking a certain way. I love literature. I love history. I should be using big words. No. Just be yourself. Talk, act, and be yourself, because you're a cool ass person. You're fun. You're funny. I could be laid back. I'm very goofy. I'm always laughing about something. Be you. Be that. Be her. The thing that got in my way was relationship problems. The moment I'm having problems with him, it is like it's like I could shut down. And I hate to be that type of person, but it was definitely a negative and a reason why I wouldn't move forward, and then I would get pregnant. That was another thing that would just discourage the hell out of me. It's like, oh, you're pregnant again. What are you going to do? Because it's like the baby, I feel like the baby is holding you back. You feel out my head with that. It's like, okay, ain't no baby holding you back. It's either you gonna do it with or without the baby. Because look, now I'm having another baby. What you gonna stop and you're not gonna start what you want to do? You're not going to put yourself out there. You're gonna hold yourself out for another 3 years, waiting for the baby to get 3 years old to get into grade school. No. I had to stop doing that. I have to get out my head. And that can be the enemy. The enemy can be the thoughts in your head that's stopping you and discouraging you and stopping you from moving forward and stopping you from doing things that you want to do. I'm glad I snapped out of it before 2026 came in. Okay, Alicia, when are you going to get back on your feet? When are you going to start again? Like, I'm starting again. Let me give y'all a brief, a brief look into my life. And this has been my pep talk to myself for the past 6 months. Since 2025 started. We're in 2026 now. Happy January 2nd, y'all. We made it to 2026. I knew we would, though. I knew we would. I wasn't scared. I'm still not scared. I'm not letting politics get in my way. I'm not letting negative energy get in my way, whether it's friends or family. Baby, you can either stay on the train or you can jump off, because this train is moving whether you like it or not. But yes, we are now in 2026. I am so excited. I am so happy about the things that we finna jump off doing. I am very optimistic. My word this year is going to be consistency and resilience. Okay, nothing is going to stop me, and nobody is going to stop me from building the life and building the business that I want to build. I'm going to be successful. My success is inevitable, and I know this because this is all I think about. All I think about is business. All I think about is my success. What am I going to do? How am I going to run it? And I'm starting over again, starting by myself again. There's no team. There's nobody creating the website, looking for vendors for me. No. I'm doing this all over again, standing on my own two feet. Again, 10 toes down is the motto. Consistency is the word, and resilience is the move. Okay, let's go. I'm going to read from this paper because this is something that I had wrote. When I was getting in my head and I was being negative again, and I was like, no, don't do that. Don't do that thing that people do and then push yourself back another 6 months, another year of putting off and holding off on being the greatest version of yourself. Don't do that thing. Don't do that thing. And I'm talking to you too. Don't do that thing to yourself where you start thinking negative and start thinking, I ain't got this, I can't do this. No. This is something that I had wrote to myself. I am a mother. My kids are not a burden. I am a woman, but that does not make me weak. I was born at Miami-Jackson Memorial Hospital from Overtown, moved to Chocolate City in down south Miami, Florida. Yes, I am not a product of my environment. Okay? I am who I say I am, and changing my mindset to assist in my level up is not pitying myself, but changing my identity to become who I know I've always been. And yes, it's personal. Breaking generational curses isn't all about becoming the first millionaire in my family, but it's definitely top priority. Breaking generational trauma can look different for each individual, but what does it look like for you? Is it going to college and being the first to get a college degree? Is it starting and actually running a successful business? Or is it becoming the first in your family to learn and use the tools of financial literacy? Because we know they didn't teach us that in school. Okay, we're learning that on our own. Whatever it is, you have to be up for the challenge. You have to have a plan and be willing to execute that plan. I have to start somewhere and make procrastination a distant memory. Habakkuk 2 in the Bible even says, write down the vision, make it plain on tablets. Even if it seems slow, wait for it. It will surely come. If you're not patient, getting impatient will push you back. Because these days we want everything microwave dinner. It's not going to be microwave dinner 3 to 5 minutes, okay? We can't press the button and it's all built in one day, okay? What they say, Rome wasn't built in one day. It's like, I know who I am and I know what it is that I want to do. Like, every business I start is always about women. It's always like, I love beauty. I love seeing beautiful women. I love elevating, and I love to see women winning and elevating and leveling up. That's what all my businesses are about. That's what all my businesses are always going to be about. No matter what, it's going to always be elevating and helping other women elevate. But I have to get myself to that level so I can help others get to that level. You know what I'm saying? It's all about seeing women level up, and that's just it. We all know that there's always some type of wall or system built against the black woman. So hell yeah, I want to get up there to the next level so I can help my people win. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's always about, seeing other women win. If you're a genuine person, I don't care if you're black, white, whoever you are, if you're sitting in my space or if you're in, my aura field, you must be there for a reason. I don't let people close to me so easily. I know there will be a time when I'm not exactly controlling the audience that comes to see me or that comes to learn from me when I get to that level. However, I will welcome everybody in. And once I get the blocks built and I'm elevating to a point where I'm able to help other people elevate, you better bet your bottom dollar I am. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm ready to do. I've always been just very helpful in that way, and I'm going to continue to have that type of heart. I don't think that's going to ever change. That's not ever going to change. I've always been such a woman power, go women type of person. Like, it's always, for me, it's about the girls. It's always about the girls, and that's why it's called the Girls Club. Okay, I want to give gratitude to everybody who played an amazing part in my life. I want to give gratitude to all who have subscribed to my channel. I want to give gratitude to those who have been supporting me. I am grateful. I want to give gratitude to my higher self for always peeking in and letting me know that, baby, it's time for you to get up. I want to give gratitude to the ancestors that came before me, who paved the way for me to be here. I want to give gratitude to all that has been put in my life, placed in my path for me to think this way, for me to be this way. I am reclaiming my power, and I know that I am very powerful, and I'm going to use that power. Absolutely. My beauty is power. My voice is powerful. The way I talk, the way I walk, the way I think, the way I encourage, the way I motivate, the way I am, period. Standing in this aura, that is who I am. I am her and she is me, and that is what I'm going with. I give gratitude to that version of me. So that being said, I have some boxes to build, some things to do for the business today. Make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for being on this journey with me. I am grateful to have you here, and let's hold hands and skip to Luke, my darling, on this way up. All right, have a good day, y'all. Extra, extra, extra.